Hello everybody, Assalamu alaikum. How are my little ladies and little men? It's wonderful to see you. Gee, how are Eid preparations going? Isn't that wonderful? Oh, after the blessed Ramadan, we have our Eid, right? And what about your, what do you call, your rosas going? Are you all fasting? How do you feel about it? And are you doing other good things? You have to fast and abstain and stay away from getting angry, losing your temper, being a cross-patch. No. Yes. And that is, besides abstaining from food, besides not eating or drinking, that's what God likes. Yes. So that is what we are doing. And have you done your shopping? Hello, Rabia Moses. Rabia, good to see you after a long while. Thank you for joining in. Yes. Sorry, I'm not fasting, so I'll have a little bit of tea. My apologies. And then can you tell me, what have you bought? New shoes, new clothes? Very good. How lovely. What a capable mom you are. Lucky children. And all set. What are you going to eat? So, it's Eid Mubarak from me to each and every one of you. Wish you a very happy Eid Mubarak. Yes. And since when I meet you next time, Eid will be over, pretty much over. Maybe you'll be having tests or exams. All right, that's part of life. And then you'll be promoted to next classes. Look forward to it. Studying your holidays. Yes. Okay. So Eid Mubarak, and I'll tell you a little story about Eid. And do you know what Eid means? It means feast of breaking fast. Gee, ये हम celebrate करते हैं. We celebrate this. We celebrate that we were blessed with a month which was full of God's blessings and rewards. Everything we did was multiplied, and we were blessed 100 times more, maybe. Isn't that wonderful? And then we have to thank God that He gave us the strength and the faith to keep rosas and do good things. And what is month of Ramadan about? Helping people, sharing things, and that's what this Eid is about. That's what Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam did. That he would make sure that all the poor people, all the unfortunate ones, widows and orphans in his town would have good food to eat, would get some good things to wear. He would make sure, yes, he would try his best, and He's the best man on the face of the earth, and we should we should follow what he used to do. Yes, absolutely, I'm sure. So write to me about the good deeds that you have done. Yes, good acts you have done, what charity work you have done. Did you make iftari for people? Did you distribute it or share it with others? How lovely. So now, what is Eid Fitr about? It's the feast of breaking fast and feast for thanking Allah for His blessings, thanking Allah for giving us this chance, celebrating it that we've all been able to conduct ourselves well and keep fasts for the pleasure of Allah, for the pleasure of God. Yes, isn't that lovely? And then how do we celebrate? We start by sighting the moon, Chand Raat, right? Yes, Chand Raat is a special occasion Girls wear bangles, girls put henna or mehndi on their hands, boys dress up and be naughty, right? Yes, and they get to play and meet their friends and cousins. So, the next morning, we all go for a prayer. Yes. And we say a prayer of thank you. And we all dress up in our new clothes. Then we visit our elders, our elder relatives, our neighbors. And then we meet. Then there's probably a feast, lavish lunch, brunch, tea or dinner, isn't it? Isn't that lovely? I hope you're lending a hand to your parents, sharing things and glee. And it's a special day to share good things like new clothes, new shoes. Oh, how nice. Isn't that a wonderful idea to have a charity party for Pim's Hospital. Excellent. See, I'm so proud of you people. Very good of you children and your mom Rabia that you participated in that. What a nice thing. And sharing shoes and chocolates or whatever you have and share it. So let's listen to a story about Eid, and the name is Eid Mubarak. Now this was this family called Khans, Mr. Adnan Khan and Mrs. Nazish Khan, and the little girl, her name was Naz, right? And let's meet her and make you say hello to her. And this is our Miss Naz Khan. She was a lovely girl. And guess what she loved to do? Like you all have your favorite things, favorite hobbies. You must share them with me. And right, favorite hobbies. And she used to love gymnastics. You know what gymnastics are? Yes, you're doing such acrobats and feats with your body. Yeah, you do unusual movements with your body of balancing. So she loved it, and she always dreamt of becoming a great gymnast. So because she loved gymnastics, she had been saving money to have a trampoline in her house. So once she would have a trampoline, then she could jump on it all the time and practice gymnastics. What a good idea. Now all she needed was looking forward to was EID. Do you all get EID? Now that's a special thing for children, isn't it? You all visit people and you get EID. That's the gift money you get on Eid festival, like Christians give Christmas presents on the Christmas morning. Yes. So we all exchange gifts. Yeah, in every religion. So how lovely, isn't it? Excuse me. I don't feel comfortable drinking tea with you guys in front of me. Okay, so I put it away, and now Naz was one day before Eid. She was so excited. Everything was ready for the Eid, like you've all prepared. Lovely. And what did she? Okay, Rabia, good girl. And she was watching, guess what? A gymnastics show on TV. And she was so wrapped up in it that she didn't realize that her friends had come to say hello to her and her cousins had come, her cousin brothers had come to make plans with her for Eid. Yes. And they were all watching her quietly, and she was so lost in the show. And when it closed, she had a smile on her face and her eyes were closed, and she was daydreaming that she's got trampoline, and she gets EID and she buys a trampoline, and that she's becoming a champion of gymnastics. And she didn't realize that her friends were They were all giggling around her because she didn't realize that they were all around her. And they started laughing and nudging. When did you guys come? Hello everybody. Oh, how nice of you to come. Well, we have been watching you for the last 5 minutes just to see what you're doing. What were you doing? Her friend Sheila said, I know what she was doing. She was dreaming of becoming a champion. Well, one day she will, I'm sure. Her cousin said that. And sure. And then she told him about her plans for Eid, that when she gets EID, she'll collect it and then she'll buy that plastic sheet which goes on the trampoline, and then she's going to practice jumping, and she'll be jumping in the sky. Yeah. Oh, how cool, said Sheila. Oh, how cool, her cousin said. They got excited too, hearing about having a trampoline. Well, will you let us enjoy your trampoline and play on it? Now Nina said, I have to think about it. Okay, I will, if you help me put it up and fix it. I have collected all the equipment, only the plastic sheet is left. Oh, okay, we would love to do that. That should be fun. So they had plans for the next morning, to meet up after the prayers, and then they would visit the relatives together. Yes, and maybe they could go and buy a trampoline with Naz. Okay, so they as they were sitting, there came their mother. Oh, hello children, how are you? Yes, Eid Mubarak. And here is your EID. No. First we have to sight the moon. And she said, don't you want to see the smiling sky? Smiling sky, auntie? How can that be a smiling sky? Well, the sky smiles when we have a smiling moon of Eid on the sky. See, the moon is like this with a smile. So she was right in a way. So they all went upstairs. And guess what they saw? The moon. Yay! They were all happy, hugging each other, saying Eid Mubarak, Eid, greetings, happy Eid to each other. And then they came down. Then Auntie Khan, Mrs. Nazish Khan, she brought kheer and she brought EID envelopes for the kids. And they all got the EID and they were so happy. And then they parted to meet the next day. Now, Mr. Adnan Khan was there with the children and he said, okay Naz, we can go for a last end shopping, you, mom and me, right? And since you have your EID, you can buy your trampoline. Naz was very excited. She was jumping with joy. So they all, though the weather was getting cloudy and they knew it was going to rain, so, they just went, and the mother decided that they will buy an umbrella from the mall. So they all went together because the father had been planning to buy a new pair of shoes, and Naz also wanted to buy her, plastic sheet for trampoline and some knickknacks, some jewelry, and her mother also wanted a new dress for Eid since it was Eid the next morning. This was Eid Rahat, and they would get some mehndi and henna also. Isn't that lovely? And they will buy matching bangles for themselves and for their cousin. Yes. So they all went to the mall. Hey ho, happily. Okay, now when they're done their shopping, but when they stepped out of the mall, it was raining. Oh, it was raining. Cats and dogs. बहुत heavy rain थी. Very heavy rain was falling. So her mother had bought an umbrella. So she put an umbrella on top of them, though it was hardly covering them, but still it was protecting them from the heavy rain by the time the car was brought to the door. Because they had to go shopping and she wanted to buy her plastic sheet trampoline. She wanted to celebrate. Right. And they could not go on the Eid day because they had to visit relatives. Okay, good girl. I'm glad you asked me a question. Now, that's my girl, Rabia. Lovely. Okay, then what happened? Now, as they stepped out of the mall, as I told you, they had an umbrella, right? And then, they were running. They were barely being saved from Sophie. But then her mother saw an elderly lady who was soaking. She was getting wet. She was getting wet with her, and she had no umbrella, and she had no one to help her. The mother took the umbrella and went to that lady and gave it to her, and then helped her cross the road and came back. By the time she came back, she was all wet. But that elderly lady gave her a smile and said, thank you so much. I'm so grateful, you're such a kind lady. Now when she came back, now, mommy, we'll be wet. Now you gave the umbrella to the lady, we needed it badly. Well, her mother said, Naz, that lady was elderly and weak, and she needed the umbrella more. She could fall sick, so she needed it. And that's what Eid is about. Eid, yes, that's what Eid is about. You should help others and share things. So the new umbrella was gone to the old lady. Naz, while she was thinking about it, what her mother had did. Now they went to the car, they packed their stuff, they had lots of bags, and when they got home, the guard opened the door for them, and there was a storm, it was windy, it was still raining a little bit, but it had become less. So the father requested God, Uncle, Mr. God, can you help us with the bags? He said, sure, sir, sure, I will. And he came. Okay, so by the time they reached the porch, got off the car, the guard was walking towards them. But then they all noticed that his shoe was broken. But he did not complain. He did not say anything. He just walked and picked up the bags and put them inside. But Uncle Adnan Khan was waiting for him at the door with the bag in his hand. And Naz and Mrs. Nazish were watching. And what did he do? The new pair of shoes which were in that bag, he handed them to the guard and said, Eid Mubarak, God, and enjoy your Eid. And we wish you a happy Eid. And he hugged him and gave him the bag. The guard was surprised and he had a big smile on his face and he thanked Uncle Khan and Naz. And he walked and he changed the shoes and he looked so happy because he had a new pair of shoes. He was already sneezing because he had got cold, because his feet were all wet because of the broken shoe. Now, Daddy, why did you, that's the shoe you had been wanting to buy for a long time and you just bought that pair. Why did you give it to Uncle God? Well, her father said he needed it more, and it makes me happy to see him more comfortable and smiling. Then I can still sometime I'll buy my shoes when I can later on. He needed them more. Oh, okay, Daddy. So fine. Now there was a big wind blowing and Naz got worried about her birds. She was very fond of two birds that had made a nest in the tree in the front garden. So she went running to see what was happening. And when she saw they were tweeting, they were squeaking, and they were trying to protect themselves. Little chicks, they were little birds, and it was so windy. She got an idea. She went to her room, to her nursery, and got a small umbrella and tried to put it up on the desk, because she had remembered what her mother had done for that lady. Oh, swoosh went the umbrella. Oh, why? Because it was so windy. Oh, she felt so bad. She was so concerned and worried about her birds. So she went inside. And then she thought, how could she quickly hear the birds? Then their nest would be damaged. They would have no home. They would not be safe. They could get hurt. They could die. So she went inside, and guess what she thought? She got an idea, thinking of what her father had done, giving away shoes to protect the guard's feet, and she remembered what her mother had done, giving that umbrella to that old lady, not bothering about her family. And then she had bought that plastic sheet for the trampoline. She thought it would be a good idea. So she took a small rope and she went with a plastic sheet trampoline and she tied it around on top of the vest between two branches of the tree in this stormy weather. She did it, and soon the chicks were warmer and protected. Now she came in, but she was very happy inside. She was very pleased with herself. And the parents were quiet. They knew what she had done. They didn't say anything. But she was a little sad. Not sad, she was happy actually, but she was quiet because she was thinking of her gymnastics. Then came her cousins. Oopsie daisy, here they are, Sheila and all. And they said, hello, Naad. Oh, Eid Mubarak, happy Eid. They talked about their Eidies and everything. They talked about what they had eaten and who they were going to visit. But Naz was a little quieter. She didn't talk much. They said, what's wrong with you? Oh, what's wrong? And then she was quiet, but she kept quiet. She didn't want to show off that she had sacrificed her trampoline. The parents told her friends and cousins that Naz had given away her plastic sheet, her trampoline part, the most important part of the trampoline, to the birds to protect them. And they all peeped out of the window. Wow, how wonderful of you, Naz. How wonderful of you, Naz. Oh, what a lovely thing to do. Now it was Uncle's turn to give them Eid, so he gave them Eid. Now, when Naz went to listen to her mother or bring goodies to serve them, these cousins and friends, they looked at each other. They said, if she can give away her favorite, something she had been waiting for such a long time and saving, give away for the protection of the birds, why can't we open our piggy banks and our savings and our Eid and share it with her and buy a trampoline? And when the uncle heard, he was so happy and he really appreciated it. But he was so proud of his daughter also, and he was proud of these kids. So they all secretly went with Uncle and bought a new trampoline and fixed it up also, and the trampoline was ready. Now, Sheila didn't know about their plan and what they had been doing. So now they came running to her and they said, okay, let's play a game. It's your turn now. We'll blindfold you. You can't open your eyes and you have to look for us. First we'll tell you where to start looking for. Little did she know what was happening. So they put there a blindfold on her face, a blindfold, and covered and found. Yeah, like a hanky or a scarf they tied around her eyes, and then they let her quietly. Now felt that she was being taken outdoors, but she didn't know where she was being taken. But she was feeling a little, now can I take off my scarf from my eyes? They said, yes. Oh, guess what was she to see? She was to see what? She saw, guess what? What her friends and Sheila had, and her cousins said, trampoline! She was so happy. She was excited. She couldn't believe her eyes. Where did this trampoline come from? Who fixed it? Where did the plastic sheet come? And then they told her this was the EID gift for her from them, because she had shared her EID and her gift, her special gift, with the birds to protect them. Even this bird seemed to be chirping and clapping for her, and they all clapped for her, and then they were all jumping on trampoline up and down, and singing Happy Eid, greetings and Eid Mubarak. What a lovely way of celebrating Eid, the spirit of sharing and sacrificing and giving away. Yeah, Prophet said, always give to others what you want for yourselves. And that's what they did. And that's such a lovely way. That's the best way of celebrating Eid. We should think about others also. It's not that you should not do what you want to do. Of course, you should fulfill your wishes. Why not? Be happy. But share this little bit of happiness with others. Yes, that would be lovely. Thank you, Rabia. Thank you for joining in. Be regular. Tell your friends and cousins. Yes, it would be lovely if you all write to me messages. I love, we can have a conversation. Yes. So I wish you a very, very happy Eid Mubarak. Thank you for your advance Eid Mubarak, and Eid Mubarak from me, especially to you, Rabia, and everybody, the lovely ladies, the lovely little men, fellows, and your parents, and whoever you love. Let's say a prayer for everybody, for our country, and help your parents and be kind to people. Thank you so much. Lovely to see you. See you after 2 weeks. Yes, the Sunday after. Next. Bye-bye. Khuda Hafiz.